going to start out by saying, whatever music is playing in the background while I'm talking, I own no rights to. And I'm not going in the living room to turn it off. So, if my video gets pulled due to copyright infringement, so be it. I don't even know who this is singing. You know I wanted to do the pantry today. Well, the pantry never got done, but I'm taking a little break right now. I have been cleaning since like 11 o'clock this morning, and it's now 2:30. I've been in the kitchen, and I'm telling you what, people. Oh, man. I've gone through... I started out by... In front of our kitchen window, we have a old metal top, wooden body metal top, white desk that sits in front of our window that has a bread box on it, and I had a bunch of other shit on it. And I'm like, I am going through that table. So I pulled our regular dining table way away from it, and I took my little desk chair in there and sat. And let me tell you, I love Lysol disinfectant wipes. Oh, I love them. And I've gone through about a container of them today. Found stuff in the drawers that Dad didn't know we had. I didn't know we had. We found a set of Weber steak knives new in a box. 4 beautiful steak knives. I'm like, Dad, you know we have 4 new steak knives in here? He's like, no. And I'm like, look. So I was just finding all little things. And I cleaned it all up, wiped things down, rearranged a little bit. I was able to take our spice cupboard that I cleaned before and get all the spices from one shelf and combine them onto 2 shelves onto one. So then I had an empty shelf, which I put all our folded little dish towels in that cupboard. I'm like, Dad, look, dish towels are here now. And dish rags, dish towels. And so that I got that off that little desk, and I next to, and it just kind of ended up going, because next to that desk is a shelf that had cookbooks, cake pans, some other things on it. So then, of course, I had to clean that shelf, wipe everything down. On the bottom shelf, my mom had these 3 massively big glass butter churns. Wipe them all down. My mom got in a butter churn kick. She would get in weird kicks, like cookie jars and Hall pottery, and then eyeglass washers, and then butter churns, and so I got that all spiffy and took a couple things off that shelf, and I was able to put my bill basket on a shelf that I cleaned off of there. So I took another thing off that table in front of the window. Well, then you turn on the wall next to it is a Hoosier cabinet, which is an antique big cupboard. So of course I had to move over to that cupboard and look through the drawers and the openings and wipe everything down. Oh gosh, stuff was so dusty. And then there's the doorway going into the living room. Well, then on the other side of the doorway is another metal top white desk my mom had bought with, she bought a shelving thing to put above it. Of course, went on to that, took everything off there, dusted all that stuff off, and so that's all clean. Now all the shelves are clean, but the kitchen table's a wreck because I would find places for things, and the stuff I didn't know what I was going to do with is on the kitchen table. So that's kind of like the island of misfits toys right now, until I figure out what we're going to do with that. So I'm just taking a little break, come in here, make a video, gonna go take a little tinkle, and then go back to work. Because I gotta go get the misfit toys home. Several things, Peggy, you know, there's some things on there I'm gonna ask if you want. Or Tyler when you're here. So, yeah. Y'all can fight over it. We'll have a cage match. That'd be fun. Because Dad wasn't feeling too perky this morning because he coughed a lot last night. I said, did you take medicine? He's so bullheaded. So I got him to take some medicine, and it kept him up. Then he got a headache. He doesn't feel bad, but he has a headache. So he was walking around, and he sounded like he was dying because he just moaned. And I'm like, are you dying? No, I have a headache because I keep coughing. I got him to take some Metamucil. And then he's like, I don't think I'm going to do the pantry today. I'm like, okay, I have other projects in the kitchen I can do because I'm going to go sit in my chair. I'm like, okay. Let's fast forward an hour. He heard that there's a chance of rain. Guess where he is now? He's out mowing. He can't handle it. I'm like, you just said you couldn't clean out the pantry and now you're going to go out and mow? Well, I have to do it. I just have to do it. I said, no, it's not really, it ain't like it's growing a whole lot right now, but I have to get it mowed so they can come and collect our leaves. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. This is what I said. I said, you go out there and mow on your riding mower, but no going out with your trimmer or weed whacker, all that. Just get your mowing done. Okay. I don't know about him. So now I'm just taking a break. Last night I got nearly all of my, I have like 3 more ornaments to make. And I got the stuff I want to wrap them in, and when I was shopping, and so I'm getting closer to having those done. I'm going to try to get the rest of those done maybe tonight. For sure. So I guess tomorrow's project's going to be the pantry. That desk that was up against the front window, I even yanked it out from the wall and unhooked the curtains, and the curtains are in the washer now to get washed because we wanted to get the top ones down too, but we couldn't get them unclicked, so we gave up. So, just so y'all know, if you come and you look at the little ruffly thing at the top, it's dusty. Not overly dusty, but it's dusty. But the bottom ones are nice and clean. So now the only thing on that desk in front of the window is the bread box. And everything else is just a clear table. I don't know what I'm going to put on there yet, but it looks pretty. All of it's looking nice. I feel very accomplished. Yes, I do. That's about it. I guess once we get the table cleaned off, Dad wants to put that in the washer too and get that cleaned up. I know one thing. In the spring, or sometime next year, we have to have new flooring put in our kitchen. It's horrible. I mean, it doesn't get clean anymore. It used to be like white. Now it's not. It's nasty. And it's starting to break up in certain spots. That's why we have a couple carpets in there. And there's one spot where a seam was, and it was this old rolled out linoleum that, was, because this house was made out of bits and parts. And so I think when my cousin comes over tomorrow, I'm going to ask him how much it would cost me to have him do that. Because, he does that kind of stuff. What would be the cheapest way to do it with it still looking nice. We don't need anything fancy. Because anything that's other than what's in there would be fancy. Because it's nasty. Okay. I guess that's all. I got to get back to work. My bladder's starting to go, Steffi, you really got to go visit the toilet. And our shed's moved. I haven't looked out there yet to see what it looks like in the new spot. They said ours was easy. The neighbors over there, theirs is really hard. It was like 3 times bigger than ours, and it was thin metal and really old. The guy said it was very difficult for them to move. He said they wouldn't be able to move it again. It's so old and flimsy that it would probably just... He said it was horrible. All right. Now I'm rolling out. This is an accomplished Tuesday. I had to think about what day it was there for a minute. See you all tomorrow on the Hump-A-Day.